Hello Tigers, my name is Shasta Interior.
And I'm Cesar Chavez.
Welcome to a new edition of Tiger Network News.
As you guys remember, for the previous week, Mr. Garcia and his crew went out to Clovis West for a lip sync contest. They placed for second place and they brought home $2,500. Let's go check it out.
Our dancers are Sandra Ortiz, Rosa Barajas, Krishna Casares, Eric Gomez, Isaac Mendoza, Heidi Puerta, Cynthia Ramirez, Talia Arambura, and we have Ms. Bongiorno and Ms. Lopez helping out with choreography.
You ready? Tranquility, are you ready? The principal's name is Ruben Garcia. Principal, director Ruben Garcia. Advisor o instructora Cristina Lopez. Let's hear it for Tranquility High School. Si no viene, yo bailo.
Vamos a bailar algo que está perro, que toda la gente diga de nosotros se mueve. El componente y el rosa morada, tu mano y Santiago en intimidad, tu noche se mueve y le ponemos un poco de te paso el pasito pero y vamos a bailar. El fin de semana se deja ver. El vestido de traje de furia salvaje bajo mi piel. Si Dios puso la manzana, ay Dios, que quemo la cerita hasta el amanecer. Llegó la fiesta a tu boquita, toda la noche, todito el día, vamos a bailarnos en la orillita, que la marea está picadita, una bolita, una bolita, una bolita, una bolita, una bolita de tu boquita, que no es real. Soy vampiro en mi mente, pero oscurísima mente, en el pasito de buscar. Que la marea está
poder convivir con ellos y pues por completo están muy emocionados y necesitan una beca también, entonces para ahí estamos, para ayudarlos.
I have news for you. They were laughing. And they were laughing.
You guys got detention on Monday.
They were laughing because they were so happy because you were doing so good.
Forget it, you do good.
Well, let's give it up for Principal Ruben Garcia. Thank you. Good job. I saved you from that detention, didn't I?
As you know, Mr. Sandoval brings special gifts from time to time. This week he brought him some National Guards.
And I had the pleasure to interview. Let's go check it out.
About it. For me, the primary reason why I come out here and talk to classes is just to tell my story, okay? And the reason why I like sharing my story is because I don't want to say it's a sad story or anything like that. It's just that I came from a hard background, and for me to be where I am today, I'm very thankful and grateful, okay? My dad got hurt when I was in about maybe 6th grade, and he lost his job. We actually moved to Fresno so he can find work, but because of his limited abilities now, because his work didn't have any workers' compensation, he didn't have insurance to cover him for all that stuff, we suffered through that time. Okay, so we went sometimes a week. I remember one time we went a week, we ate beans straight. Okay, I never loved free high school lunch until that week happened, okay? Our electricity was often off at times. To this day, I don't wear black pants. The reason why is because we couldn't afford to buy clothes, so we had to get our hand-me-downs, right? So I had to wear my older brother's clothes one year, and those pants faded so much they actually looked like they're originally gray. Okay, so yeah, that was a little traumatic for me. So to this day, I do not have or own a pair of black pants. It's kind of funny. I think it's funny now. I can laugh about it now, but back then it was a struggle, you know. So anyway, fast forward to high school. My brothers were involved in gangs. My cousins was involved in gangs and all that stuff. And I could have easily went that route, but I didn't. I was in some tough situations, you know, where my life could have changed. But thank God, by chance, by mercy of him, I guess, I kind of squeaked past that. So my senior year, I wasn't really too interested on my future. I didn't know what I wanted to do or whatnot. And it finally hit me when we had a career day. We had the Army National Guard there, CHP, all kinds of high schools, counselors and things like that there. So I walk in and I'm like, okay, this is a waste of time. I don't want to be at school. But then it just hit me like, oh crap, I graduate in a few months. What am I going to do after this? You know? So then I actually started just talking to some of these people that are out there that have booths and asking questions. And there was a National Guard recruiter there. And he seemed like a really cool guy and everything. And so he goes, hey, you want to come in and take the test, which is called the ASVAB. Depending on how you score on that test, depends on what jobs you can get in the military. So I was like, okay, sure. He goes, okay, meet me here tomorrow at 11:30. I was like, okay. I forgot, you know, whatever, being immature or whatever, forgot, totally blew it off. 3 days later, I finally just clicked in my head like, oh, I was supposed to meet this guy. Let me go just walk to the front to see if he's there. He's probably not there, but I'll go check. And he was there. So he went there every day at 11:30 to pick me up to go take this test. And I finally dawned on me that I was like, oh yeah, I need to take it. And I went over there and he was there. He goes, yeah, I kind of figured you probably would forget. And I'm just so thankful that he was there, being a recruiter, that he was there, he was dedicated to his job, that if he wasn't there that day, I just finally dawned on me, let me go check if he's there. He was there, I probably wouldn't have been here.
Hello Tigers, I'm here with Albert. How are you doing, Albert?
I'm good, thank you.
All right, so you're working in the military. So what was your experience like when you first got there, and now that you've been there for 18 years, how's your experience still?
Well, when I first got there to training, it was a culture shock. I didn't really know what to expect, and when I started experiencing it firsthand, it was already too late to kind of try to figure it all out. So when you get there, everybody's yelling at you. You have grown adults yelling in your face. And so the best thing I could say is how I got through it is just listen, do what you're told. And after that, it kind of got repetitive and you got used to it.
Okay. So what exactly is your job in the military?
In the military, my MOS is in 88 November, which is a transportation management specialist. And so what I do is load plan and coordinate equipment getting from point A to point B, and I do it via air, ship, rail, or trucks.
All right, that's it for today. Thank you very much. Thank you for your service.
You're welcome. Appreciate it.
Don't know the route they want to take, and so we kind of figure out what they're looking for, and we push them towards the route that they're trying to take. So when they take that ASVAB, a good thing about that test is what happens is it gives them a list of questions, and it pushes out jobs that they're not good at, and it shows them jobs they are good at. So they are good at stuff they didn't even know that they were interested in.
All right, that's it for today. Thank you very much. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Call 1. Client ID is
911 emergency. What are you reporting? Oh my gosh, please hurry, please hurry. There's an accident. It's really bad. I think someone might be dead. They're not moving.
What's the location? Where is this?
I'm out in Tranquility on Randolph.
On Randolph? Okay,
Yeah.
and what's the closest cross street? Do you know?
I'm like between James and Daniels, like in the middle of those two.
Okay, and how many vehicles are involved?
There's two. It's really, really bad. Please hurry.
Okay, does it look like anyone has been thrown from the car?
There's one person like went through the window and he's laying on the ground and he's really not moving. Please hurry.
He's not? Okay.
He's not moving at all.
Okay, and the road, the lanes are blocked, ma'am?
They are. They're completely blocked, and the driver, they're not moving either.
Okay. All right, we do have officers in the ambulance responding, okay?
Please hurry.
Okay, we're on our way.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Bye-bye.
The TOD on her will be 11:30. Alright.
No ID.
And then she said she just hit her head and she wasn't restrained. Did you want to be transported to the hospital? No, you don't want to be transported? Okay. Are you having any numbness or tingling anywhere? No? All good. Do you have any medical conditions I need to know about? No? Okay. How old are you? You're 18? Okay. So I'm going to have to advise you of all risks and complications up to including death if you're not going to go with me, okay? All right, if anything changes, you can call me back, all right?
Well, I shouldn't earlier you were drinking. How much have you had to drink?
I lost count.
What were you drinking?
Mixed drinks.
Mixed drink, was it vodka, beer, what was it, wine? Okay. Where were you drinking at? The exact location? Where's that at? Okay. What time did you start drinking?
I started drinking around 8 or 9.
No, you're not 5. You're being placed under arrest for manslaughter. You have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney will be presented to you with no charge.
What you just saw was a reenactment. However, I saw some of you on your cell phones. I saw some of you laughing. This here in Fresno County, to be honest, Fresno County leads the state of California in fatalities. Drivers your age across the United States, 4,000 of you die a year. So look at the person next to you. A year, 4,000 of you die. So it could be one of you. You want to take it as a joke, you want to laugh, that's fine. Because all I'm going to do is talk about it on the news. But you have to understand that you have choices. This is what this is about. This happens every day. Fresno Fire, California Highway Patrol, the sheriffs, American Ambulance, all of us work diligently to save your lives. But when you make bad choices, drinking, caught 2 of you this morning here at the school, high on marijuana. It's not funny, because I'm sure if you were a parent, you would not want to go to the morgue and see your child dead. I can guarantee you that. But right now we're at the age to where we all feel we're invincible. Nothing can harm us. Nothing can happen. But as you've seen in this reenactment, it takes a millisecond and you are gone. We're not bringing you back. Okay? So I want this to sink in and for you guys to understand that this is an important message that we're trying to get out to you guys to make good choices. She made a choice to drink and drive, okay? Everyone sees it. You've seen these out there in the county and on the freeways, right? Right? You've seen them, right? Okay. You call them an accident. It's not an accident. It's called a traffic collision. An accident if I was walking right now and lightning struck me and killed me. A traffic collision is a collision because one of you made a choice. You made a choice to use drugs. You made a choice to drink. You made a choice to speed. You made a choice to run that stop sign. You made a choice to run that red light. So with that said, I will see you tomorrow at the assembly. Thank you.
Our young people, through events like this, that drinking and driving is never acceptable. This was the collision that was the result of a number of bad decisions. I hope you understand the gravity of what has occurred. I sentence you to 15 years and 8 months at the California Department of Rehabilitation.
I left on April 18th and I wouldn't return home. Maybe I would have hugged you longer. Maybe I would have told you how thankful I really was to the both of you. Maybe I would have said I love you a lot more. I was supposed to do so many other things in my life within the blink of an eye. All my dreams and aspirations were taken away from me. I'm sorry that you now have to bury me. I'm sorry that you have now lost a daughter. But I love you. I love you both.
Dear Mom and Dad, every 15 minutes, someone dies or gets seriously injured as a result of an alcohol-related collision. Today, I got paralyzed. Now that I'm in this wheelchair, I have lost the chance to ever play a sport again. I thought I was invincible because I was young, but I was wrong. You guys did your best on teaching me how to make good decisions. I'm sorry for all the pain that I'm causing. Sincerely, Omar.
Dear Mom and Dad, you guys were so excited for me to get my license and start driving. I was advised to never drink while driving. I know my mistake cost someone else their life. I wish it could have been me instead. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad. I hope one day you can forgive me, and I hope the families of those I hurt can forgive me as well.
Thank you. Yesterday when I went home, I only left with her favorite sweater that one of you had given her. She treasured each and every one of you. She took a picture with Kayla at prom. She said Kayla was my friend. Each one of you is precious and loved and deserve better than what you think you have. Each of you deserve a life that is full of joy and happiness and peace, that we can let our guards down and we can express how we feel. You're allowed to cry. You're allowed to laugh.